Today's lesson is lesson 38, fractions and mixed numbers on a number line. So a number line is made up of a series of points. The points on the line represent numbers. On this following number line, whole numbers are labeled, but there are many numbers on the line that are not labeled, and we have those marked by these arrows. Many of the unlabeled points on a number line can be named with fractions and mixed numbers. A mixed number is a number with a whole number and a fraction. For example, 1 and 1/2 is a mixed number because I have a whole number and a fraction. Okay. To identify a fraction or mixed number on a number line, we have to count the divisions between the whole numbers. So here you can see we have 3 sections in between whole numbers. Okay, so this is divided into thirds. So you might want to be careful to count the sections and not the marks, because if you counted the marks, you would think there was only 2, but we have 3 sections. Okay, so if I wanted to know what point A is, I first need to find the whole number distance from 0 and up to the point, but not past it. So A comes up to 1. So I know it's going to be 1 and then some fraction. Now remember, there are 3 sections, so each section means 1/3. So we're going to count the number of sections between. So we have 1. So this number, A, is 1 and 1/3, because there's 1 section in between 1 and where the point is. Okay, for this arrow over here, we go all the way up to the 3, which is my whole number, because 4 is too far. And then I count the sections. So that's 1, 2. There's 2 sections in between the 3 and this point. So that means that the point is pointing at 3 and 2/3. Okay, so this problem asks, name the fraction or mixed number marked by each arrow on the number lines. So first we need to figure out how many pieces these number lines are broken into. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections in between the whole numbers. So that means it's broken up into 4ths. Okay. Since A is only 1 section away from 0, that means A is equal to 1/4. B is after the 1, so I know it's going to be 1, and then there's 1, 2, 3 sections in between. So B is equal to 1 3/4. Okay. On C, for the second one, let's see how many spaces we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this number line is broken up into 5ths. Okay. Now C comes before the 6, and I don't have another number over here, but I know that 5 comes before 6. So C has to be 5 and a fraction. So how many spaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So C is equal to 5 4/5. And then D, there's just 1 space after the 6, so D is equal to 6 1/5. All right, so next we have this problem. Rashawn walked 2/3 of a mile. Denise walked 3/4 of a mile. Who walked farther? Here we can show 2 number lines. Okay, I'm going to draw 2 number lines. And the first one I'm going to break up into thirds. So I have 3 spaces. Okay, and this is 2/3. Okay, on this number line, and I want to make sure my number lines are the same, or divide up the same, and this one is 3/4. So I need to divide this into 4 sections. Okay, so 3/4 would be right here. Okay, so it wants to know who walked farther. We can see that 3/4 is a little bit further than 2/3. So we would say that 2/3 is less than 3/4. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.